Greatness, greatness,
It's make the show all about her song right now.
Ooh, they made a song out of her.
And I am Nia Kepra, the dopest hostess with the mostest.
That's why you want me to cut my song short? You know we only got 15 minutes in a segment. You're going to take 7 of them to sing a theme song.
Commercial.
And
I'm Tammy, and I'm the host of You're On With Tammy.
Awesome.
We always finish with a smile.
And I'm Christina, the Energy Alchemist, the host of The Essence of Hope and the visionary of Here to Give Hope.
Yes. Powerful words.
Yes.
Shoot.
But you're not in her direction.
I'm not in back.
What
Playing
you want me to
oddball.
Say something.
do? About?
Whatever you like.
Whatever you like.
That's what it was, the 9.
What's that smell?
Berries and juices.
Juices and cake.
My brother wrote a song. Ooh, girl, what's that smell? Smell like a yeast infection.
Oh. Didn't see that one coming.
Neither.
Your brother hanging out with.
Okay,
The lady with the Febreze.
You didn't have too many encounters with yeast infections.
He didn't use no
You
fabulous
are a
though.
product of your thoughts.
But remember, this is the same brother that wrote the song L.A.T.E.
L.A.T.E..
So he is not a musician, clearly. But he was the Huxtable of the family. And remember how they used to just like play a song and start something. My brother literally, shout out to M3 Pictures, that's my brother Micah, he literally would be like, okay, stand right here, okay, stand right there, and he would tell us what to sing, but we wouldn't know what the other was singing. So it literally started off, you would say, ooh girl, and your line was, what's that smell? And then you would say, smell like a, and he would come in, yeast infection.
Oh, that's creative. That's
Wow.
Yes, that's him. He's the silent comic in the family.
Those are the fun ones.
Yes, and our family, we really are an eclectic group of people that make you pee just a little.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
make you
eclectic.
pee just a little. So that's
Hence
our
the yeast infection. Exactly. You need to change the panties.
Yeah, he's got a blend of them though. Siblings, you were saying you were.
My siblings, I do. I have 3 brothers now. Just 3 brothers. I'm
youngest,
now.
oldest?
Well, my dad had a
Still
baby at
procreating?
50.
Oh, bless
I was
his heart.
26.
Come on, Abraham.
I was.
Yes.
Moses?
Yes.
He was
Methuselah?
50. The girl was 26.
No,
That-
I was 26 at the
Okay.
time, but his
She was 18?
That was
No.
a color purple. Was she consenting? Was she of age? You better not never tell nobody but you gone.
She was actually 40.
Don't tell your mom
And it was her
it'll kill her.
first child, so it was actually a little miracle for her. My dad already had 3 of us, so you know he's
was no big
literally
to him.
my younger brother at the time, my youngest brother at the time. He was joining the Marines, so he actually just left the nest. Just the last one, 18 years old, just left the nest.
Was this planned or was this
It
just
was-
an oopsie?
no, it was a
'Cause
oopsie.
He just viral like that.
And she
My
sung
daddy
it.
said, if you
gotta
go
be a
out in
gamer
the
to
rain
know
without
that
an
one. You
umbrella,
gotta be
you're
a
bound to
gamer.
get wet. So
Pretty much.
Somebody.
So it was like a little miracle for them. And so now I have a younger brother that is 26 years younger than me. And he's the same age as my daughter. So it becomes
Babysitting for you.
kind of interesting. Well, they live in Maryland. So
okay.
they live in Maryland. So I see them a little bit.
Like, is it worth the trip? And you better come pick them up tomorrow. It's a long way from babyhood.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I
It
could
is.
never imagine just
Starting from scratch.
all over
Why?
again.
Come on, I'm trying to.
No,
Let me
I'm trying
keep
to live
that
my
one
best
to me.
life.
Wait. Keep that one to me for a second.
Like, is Bethany having a slumber party this weekend? You should talk to her mom. I think it's a great idea. I love to see you two bond.
I just think there's no, men
I'll
can
make brownies.
create babies at any moment. For if you have that ability and your stuff is strong and stuff like that.
Swimmers.
She said
Yeah.
stuff.
There's
There's a name for it.
Right.
Oh,
Swimmers,
Well,
yeah.
I wasn't thinking swimmers, but
How you doing?
Ability to still get in
The power.
direction.
There you go.
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
They got pills for that.
I'm pretty sure. What are the side effects of those pills later on down the road?
And there's a list.
I'm not one to really.
But in the meantime,
That left eye twitching. That left eye twitching.
Right. Your elbows itchy.
Your right arm stopped working, so that's bad. But I can still,
Do your armpits fart when you raise your hand? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
Wow.
Some natural stimulants.
So definitely.
Let's see,
And
Vinny.
Nia, you.
I'm an only child, so my summers were long.
Really? Did
And
you have
boring.
imaginary friends?
I did have imaginary friends. I had imaginary pets too.
Oh, what kind of pet?
I used to get mad at my mom when she would she would close the car door too early because my imaginary dog didn't have time to get in the car. Yeah.
did you think yourself to be a dog or a cat or an animal?
No.
'Cause that's usually a phase that only
Small
children go
children do.
through.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's
We literally had a neighbor
The youngest.
who thought that she was a dog. And she'd go around and she'd bark and she'd walk on all fours and she'd lick herself. She swore, and they had counseling and therapy and the whole nine. And the therapist was trying.
Was this a result of her being an only child?
Yeah. That's
man, I was blessed.
And
right. See, now
overactive
you're like
imagination.
Right, perspective.
Yeah, and
At least I
overactive
wasn't a dog.
imagination. Exactly.
That's wild.
But now I
Interesting you say that. I don't know where I was watching this information. I don't know where it was,
National
but
Geographic.
Not yours.
National Fire Stick.
Natural Geographic going
Walk in the light.
If Dr. Business ever sends you a link, do not open it in public. And definitely not at church.
Unless you on the back row.
And turn the volume down.
I did that. Wait, no, let me digress.
Go
'Cause
back.
I got a story for that too.
No, go ahead.
No, well, I sent a message to some.
You had to have been there.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to try to make it quick. I'm going to focus on making it quick. But when I first moved down here, I had a friend who we drove her car and another car, her sister's car, down to a different state, and her mother was riding with me. And I love you, Virginia. But her mother was riding with me, and she was a passenger. She was a little older. She's passed away now, but she was at the funeral. My friend was at the funeral. So fast forward from driving her and all that fun stuff. We had a really fun ride, and she did some funny things in the car, and it was a quite interesting ride. And we were driving my friend's sister's car, which she just bought. It's like a BMW. It's really nice, right? So, oh gosh. So I love voice notes on Facebook. But I need to have a disclaimer or something before I tell them to make sure you're in a safe space before you listen to it. So I sent her a voice note. She was headed to the funeral, and I just sent her a lovely voice note and told her how awesome her mother was in that moment in that car when she did something really funny in the car. And
What'd she do? Fart?
No, she.
What'd she do?
Bless her soul.
Okay.
Need bleeps for this?
No bleep
Okay, no
bleeps.
bleeps.
Man, this is really transparent. Okay.
It ain't about you.
Took your
though.
drawers off?
Well, I mean, in theory, it kind of
Okay,
is.
you
'cause it
joined in.
made- No,
Okay.
well, it's something that I've partaken. Oh,
you've
man,
done in the
It's
past.
something that
I
I've
understand.
done in the
How long
past.
smoke weed?
No, okay. Woo!
You made me get I just want to get worse.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're ready. Go ahead.
Butt naked with the windows down.
No,
She put a
No,
butt up against the
stripping.
glass.
no. So
She mooned the
okay.
car going by.
Oh man. Should I say that? Okay, they say I should say it. So
They.
yeah. There's people
Just-
here. Too.
Yes.
My divine squad. They're always with each other.
Go with it. Go with it.
Tap it in.
So I have the capability of tinkling while I'm driving.
Okay.
Okay, so
We can
when
all
you get-
tinkle while we drive.
Okay, really?
It's human. Yeah. You just
I mean,
pee.
Well, I mean, in a safe space where it's not on my clothes or in the car. I can.
okay, this takes skills. Go ahead.
So you
I'm
take a
interested.
jar
Yeah, depending on what I have in there, whatever is wide enough.
Okay. Okay.
We're good.
Whatever is wide enough, so I can do that. And I would tell people, and they would always say, "What the heck? That's crazy. I'm gonna need to see this." So, because I can do it while I'm driving, like.
So
You got
tinkled
skills
while you were driving.
So she
multitasking.
did it in the car while we were driving because she had to pee really bad. And she's like, "No, don't stop because they're gonna yell at me for stopping, and I just do it here." And she did it. And I was like, oh, "There's another one of us." This is amazing. It was great. So in the voice note, fast forward, she's sitting in the chair next to her sister.
Oh, and she
Knew
listened to
nothing
your
about it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, your mom's so awesome. That moment was great when she peed in the car while you were driving your sister's car down to Savannah."
in the funeral. Loud and
She
proud.
got
Oh, Jesus.
Lord.
That's her
That's
power.
not-
That's her calling. That's her.
She's like, my spidey senses feel like, you
Right.
don't worry about
Yeah,
me
who
peeing in the
got an
car.
alarm on it? Is it time for you to
It's time for you to
tinkle?
pee.
Yeah, it's time to
Yeah,
tinkle.
time to
Tinkle.
pee.
So her sister turned to her and was like, "What the heck are you talking about? My mother peed in the garden." At this point, they were.
It was out now. Yeah.
Like, oh, I was just joking.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
that was funny. Anyways.
Definitely.
Note to self.
So.
Do not ride on the back seat on a road trip.
Anywhere,
the trunk.
everywhere. Okay,
In the
it
trunk.
don't matter.
In the
In the trunk. Yeah.
We need a Scooby-Doo van.
Pretty much. Yes.
We need a
Sit
Scooby
in the
van.
third row.
So what have you done on a road trip that might be considered embarrassing?
Embarrassing on a road trip?
Or whatever your definition of.
I don't think I've done anything embarrassing.
In the car.
I mean, I've flashed a couple of truck drivers.
Oh,
I mean, I was, but that wasn't embarrassing.
It was not.
I was in charge of that.
That's not embarrassing at all.
I knew I was doing.
I've never flashed a truck driver. I'm just kidding. I don't know if I've ever done anything embarrassing on a road trip. I don't think I'm not that interesting up here.
No.
You're just
No.
He's
boring.
her only child.
I'm
Go
not
from point A
boring,
to point
that
B
boring,
and
but I don't recall
just
doing
nothing.
anything.
The mayhem that's happened, you were intentional on that mayhem.
what do you think someone else would find embarrassing?
On a road trip?
Flashing a truck driver and they being like, eh.
I thought you were.
That's a 9.
Got your tag number and called the police on you.
Exactly.
Sexual harassment. What is this? She
Now that's my
flashed me.
embarrassing. I got pulled over butt naked one time.
What was you doing before they pulled you over?
Shut up. Mind your business.
What was you doing?
But I didn't know they were behind me, so they literally stopped me. I know.
Really?
You said Miguel want to know how I got out my room. Oh, I had help, my friend. This is not a solo trip. It had attention.
That's hilarious.
She wasn't as skilled as you were.
Oh,
With the
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to pee.
I get it.
I wasn't.
I'm
I
just
was
gonna
a
pull
driver, so I was just enjoying and.
Oh, okay.
And when I looked in the window, it was a semi had kind of turned sideways, so they had actually been called to stop me because I was
In your own
enjoying.
world.
I was, and I went speeding through the town of Montrose, Louisiana. I'll never forget it. And they had multiple cars. I had the music up. I wasn't
Oh,
paying
my
attention.
God.
You was in La
So
La
they
Land.
came out with draws.
Hey, party.
With guns drawn.
Man,
Because
you
they
dropped this
thought
right now.
I was trying to. All right.
Outrun the cops.
Right.
Baby.
And they were like, hey, get out and put your clothes on. I was like, wait a minute. And I was trying to like press up against the door. And I was like, I am so sorry. And he put his clothes back on. So I
Just
got,
left
and they
you
took me to
hanging.
the station.
Interesting.
I never got a ticket. I did. But they did.
You gave them a good story.
But
Right.
and I
the
think
rest of
it
their
was
lives.
just a matter
her
of
around.
taking me back. Yeah.
And they are
Just to
still
take
talking
me
about
back.
that to this day.
To this day. If you're out there listening, Montrose. Screw you. Thanks for not giving me a ticket, but to ride, yeah, we ride fully clothed now.
That's ruin it for everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, that was probably. I was more scared than embarrassed because I was like, what do you do? Especially the way cops are now. Oh, you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Gun, clearly. Clearly.
Right.
Yeah, maybe. I don't have anything on me. I got no weapons of mass destruction. Everything you see is all natural.
Like,
It is
where
not
am
to
I going?
hurt, not to harm anybody.
Oh my gosh. Priceless.
Embarrassed.
Nah. Everything I do, I know. And there's a purpose. So I've never been embarrassed about
So what have
nothing.
you done interesting or intriguing?
So
creative?
this is a family show.
No, it's
And-
not.
Yeah. So
Who done lied to you?
disclaimer.
Children or family parents hold your children
Part
ears.
where you tune out, we're going rated R right now.
Yeah, no.
Her eyes.
Something.
All eyes are on me.
Exactly. Something you've done intriguing or interesting.
You got a magic brownie in your refrigerator, and it ain't waiting for Halloween tricks.
It
or
might
treats.
be. It's been there for a month now, so yeah.
Mom, you want to?
She waiting
You
for
could
the
just
man to
hand
come
it
over.
over. I'm just saying. You want-
It's been there for a month.
Look, it's in a glass that says "break in case of emergency."
Exactly.
Like it's a stressful day, but I did.
That's what I said it
Sometimes she
for.
can manage the day. But one of them days it's gonna break, and she gonna be like,
Right.
See, I've never done weed or anything else, so I'm like
Just because
scared.
you put it in a brownie don't mean you don't do it.
Right, that's why I said I'm scared. So that's why it's in the refrigerator.
So we should all come over.
Well, I will just say, do not eat the whole thing if you've never done it before.
I haven't.
Do not.
Bit-sized piece.
Take a bite.
Bite-sized piece.
Take
Bite
a bite
size.
and
Bite
wait,
And that like
and wait,
like
wait like 45
like
minutes.
Alice in Wonderland bite
Please,
size.
wait like 45 minutes.
Yeah, so no.
Expert.
Anything in LA, I've never
Interesting, intriguing,
really.
creative.
It's a lot of interesting things I do on the highway.
Go ahead.
Give us one.
Give us one.
So this one time.
So,
okay, go ahead.
No, not band camp. I didn't do band camp.
It was church camp.
No, not church. I mean, I was bad then too. I would say driving down the road. Me and this guy, up close in
Ain't gotta
person.
name his name.
No, we're not gonna name his name because he's non-existent at this point in time. But we was coming out of South Carolina, and we'd been drinking,
You been what?
Drinking.
talking.
You've been drinking.
So
Okay.
it's only two things that's gonna happen when I'm drinking:
Okay, which is?
sleep,
Or?
sex.
Okay.
Okay.
So it was like a long street. And
Long street.
yeah,
tried it
so
while you was
I
driving?
did with some other
I
stuff.
figured it. Yeah. Okay.
With some other stuff.
Yeah, with some other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very awesome.
It wasn't embarrassing, right?
It is
I be
intriguing.
thinking I'm gonna lean back on the
Interesting.
steering wheel or something and make him go off the road. Or something
I was
like
thinking that too. I'm like, Lord, it's gonna get too good, and then we gonna end up in a ditch, and then they gonna find us, and we both gonna be butt naked. So
Wrapped around a tree.
Right.
Exactly.
And be like, we need the jaws of life
or
and,
something, and some clothes for the people.
and a blanket.
that. Definitely a blanket.
So yeah, I'm a very exciting and adventurous person. So
And you single?
yeah,
Please call 877-342-7770.
and I can't
Taking
cook.
applications and
host an audition.
First off, before we do
Please bring your
application,
credit check,
we're going to
money.
post on Facebook. Does this man belong to anybody? On all social networks.
Or does anyone think that?
There we go. Right. Does this man belong to you? Yes. Don't ask him if they guys. Do anybody think
This
you
is
like
your
that?
man.
Exactly.
Because I don't want no
Does
issues.
anybody think they're in a relationship?
Because
with
I tell them, pull up on me.
Okay.
Pull up to my
That's
bumper,
aggressive. What's your
baby.
zodiac sign?
Huh?
Your zodiac
sign?
sign.
Sagittarius, Scorpio.
Sagittarius,
yeah.
Scorpio.
Okay.
What's the third one then?
No, just them two, because I'm right in the cusp of it. My birthday is
okay.
November 22nd.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like laying out your sun, moon,
Sun,
rising.
moon.
No. I'm right there in the middle, and I do carry both signs.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Which sign is the best of all?
You're tuned in
Sagittarius.
to Hour here on WDRBmedia. We are the voice of the community.
And that's a
I
wrap.
always want to talk when can't nobody hear you.
Exactly.
I'm getting good at
In the
this.
peanut gallery.
And then we ask the questions, they're like, why did they even